Please welcome our next fighter making his way to the cage, Kurt "The Hurt" Eberhard.
It's Sunday night in Los Angeles, California. Time for the University of Mixed Martial Arts, coming to you from Club Nokia at LA Live. I'm Rich Slayton, joined by Donna Gonzalez to call this 145-pound featherweight bout between Kurt Eberhard and Andrew Secaida.
These two guys are coming in with, as far as amateurs go, a good amount of experience behind them. So I think we can look to see a really smart fight, especially considering the two teams that these guys are coming off of. Dream Killers, always awesome. Saekson, Muay, very smart fighters coming out of that camp.
Eberhard on his way to the cage now, not a new fighter here for the U. Fought with us back in August of 2014, a round one submission loss to Julio Lopez. Now, Kurt Eberhard's record might be 2 wins and 2 losses, but those 2 losses can be misleading.
Absolutely.
Because the guys he's lost to are both undefeated. The first loss being to Alberto Areola, who is 12-0 as an amateur. The second being to Julio Lopez, who's 4-0 and tonight's featherweight title contender.
And his last fight he actually took on very short notice. Tonight he is looking forward to the fight because he's had a full camp. He's well rested, and he feels like he's coming in with both guns blazing.
Kurt Eberhard, very, very powerful legs and hips, really good balance in the grappling, but the scary part for him is that dangerous right hand.
Yeah.
And his opponent, Andrew Secaida.
Across the cage from Eberhard is 28-year-old Andrew Secaida from Dream Killer Fight Team, with a record of 2 wins and 6 losses in the California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization.
Now, I think this might be slightly, well, I think it doesn't tell the whole story. You know, Andrew he moved over to Dream Killers, and the reason that I asked him what was the problem in the past, like why so many losses? He was traveling 2 hours to train to Orange County, and it was really affecting, as you can imagine, all of his camps. He didn't make all of his training sessions, and that commute can seriously affect, as we can see, his team. So starting with the Dream Killers, having his camp be so close to him has really changed the way that he's been able to prepare for this fight, and I think that it will show in the cage. Also, one thing that I will say that the Dream Killers, I talked to all of them tonight before the fight. Every single one of them, without saying it about the other ones, have been working on their mental game. They also really focus and really about bringing the mental game into the physical game in their fights tonight. So I think that we're going to see a different fighter out of Andrew than he's been in the past.
One thing we have noticed from Dream Killer Fight Team, always really high-level athletes. DeMar George fighting here tonight as well. Of course, Jose Jovel with that 5-second knockout.
Right.
Very, very well known here at the
Fastest
university.
Absolutely.
Absolutely crazy knockout in the opening moments of his first fight here. So we know that they're high-level athletes, but that might be the one part that's missing, is that full round focus.
Absolutely. And because they don't have a house, their Dream Killers are not housed in any one gym, they have the opportunity to travel around and train with different camps. And that can be good for a lot of different reasons.
So this is a reinvention fight tonight. Kurt Eberhard, new gym at Saekson's Muay Thai. Andrew Secaida now a Dream Killer Fight Team. Let's kick things off inside the cage with Salvador Ariana.
This next fight is brought to you by Too Crazy For You Extreme Lifestyle Apparel. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist. He steps into the cage with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. 1 coming by way of knockout, 1 by submission. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. Representing Saekson's Muay Thai from Woodland Hills, California, Kurt "The Hurt" Eberhard. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter. He comes to this fight with a record of 2 wins and 6 losses. 1 win coming by way of knockout, 1 by submission. He stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in officially at 145.8 pounds. Fighting with Dream Killer Fight Team from Los Angeles, California, Andrew Secaida. Man in charge of the action, Maximilian Damian.
3 2-minute rounds. Notice that these amateurs are not wearing shin guards due to their high level of experience. Kurt Eberhard in the blue corner. Andrew Secaida in the red corner. Referee checking us down. This is the University of MMA. It starts here. Eberhard low early. And they are swinging.
Underhook, dig in underhook deep. Get your back up.
Secaida going for that takedown.
Yes, good knee.
Or actually,
Here we
Kurt
go.
just turned around.
Use that underhook deep. Separate, separate. Push the elbow. Push his left elbow down.
Both fighters digging
Push his
deep
left elbow
knees.
down. Inside, inside.
Both of them utilizing that Thai plum,
Here we go, Ted.
which can be really painful.
Spinning techniques here early from Secaida. And a hard outside leg kick.
Oh, I think that one either poked him in his eye or it rocked Eberhard a little bit.
Don't hesitate.
Oh, going for that judo toss.
Dig in the underhook on his side.
Secaida looked under Eberhard, though, now on top.
Underhook left arm. Left arm
That was a
underhook.
great way to
Get
turn
on the
that
head.
takedown
You can
around.
knee the body from there.
For Kurt.
You can knee the body. Let's get that left arm inside. You need that left arm
Secaida
inside.
working his way back to his feet.
You need that left arm inside.
Both of these guys are going to
Here
be
we go.
really hard to
Tackle
keep
break.
down.
Eberhard showing off some of that Saekson's Muay Thai.
Good timing.
Yes, here you go, Kurt. Don't quit.
Really loading up on that right hand is Eberhard.
Exit leg kick. Exit leg kick. Exit leg kick.
Big left, big right hand.
To damage him. And I think
Those
he might
rights
do
are
it.
landing. Left, right, left, right.
Cicada's got to come back and recover from that and fight back. He can't stay in the pocket and take those punches like that anymore.
Take that leg out, sweep him.
Eberhard scoring some tough shots in the second half of this round.
Good job with that double leg.
Get your left forearm on his throat. 10 seconds. Get your left
Eberhard
forearm
narrowly
on his
avoids
throat.
that dangerous arm
Stay
trapped on the
square
mat
with him. Stay square. Both hands inside.
and
Both
ends the
hands
fight with some
inside. Stay square.
painful hammer fists.
Our next show is August 16th here at Club
think that
Nokia
round was
LA
a little
Live.
bit
Check
more
us out
slow-paced
online.
than
The University of Mixed
We're
Martial
used to
Arts
guys coming
starts
out,
here.
but that could also point to the experience that these two fighters have. They are not in a rush. They're both looking to fight their own fights, and they both seem to really like the clinch game.
A lot of single collar tie from both fighters. Eberhard looking very, very strong in those clinches.
You know, he has a lot of great teammates to work with. He's got Alan Juban, who's in the UFC, Ryan Del Rosario, who fights for the Lion Fights, and of course, Georgie Garcia, our first champion ever here from the U of MMA. So he is not training with inexperienced guys. He's getting pushed to his limit every single training session, from what he told us. So I think that is going to reflect on what he's doing in the cage. But at the same time, Secaida, nothing to shake your head at. He's doing a great job.
Round number 2, will it be more of the same? Or will the second verse be different than the first? Calls for kicks from Cicada's corner.
Oh, you know what? Eberhard is letting his mouth guard come out of his mouth. That is not good.
Very dangerous for him.
That double leg, he seems to like that a lot. Now he's got to work to pass. You can't stay in somebody's guard like this and expect to be too effective.
All right, start to hammer fist.
One thing of note for the amateurs, no elbows allowed, which can make ground and pound a little more difficult.
Absolutely, especially if you're
Don't swing wide with the hand. He's trying to set up something with his leg.
Not wide.
Throw straight. Short punches. Pin one. No, too wide. Stay
You
inside.
hear his-
You can hear the corner of Eberhard.
saying do not swing those punches wide because he's trying to set up something with his leg. If his hand comes out too wide, Secaida is going to be able to lock in that triangle, and that's what Eberhard's corner is yelling for.
Some of these right hands from Eberhard are nasty.
And he's really utilizing his hips well and being able to stay on top of Secaida to stop him from using his hips to get him off of it.
Inside, Kurt.
Secaida hanging tough.
Get an angle. Stay square. Don't let him get an angle.
It would really be useful for Secaida to utilize some butterfly sweeps right here, or butterflies to get his legs in, because he's not able to get out from underneath his hips. And there goes Eberhard's mouth guard, which I warned about just a few seconds ago.
Big up kick from Secaida sends that mouth guard flying.
Move in with your hips.
Nice pass. He's got to get those hips in so he can get past those legs, and he's back in the guard.
Right arm, let's go. Let him go, Kurt. Time's almost out.
20 seconds remain in the second round.
Some damage. Hammer fist. There you
Seems
go.
like the ref's going to hold on to his mouth guard for a bit because he doesn't seem to be in too much danger of taking any damage right here. Secaida's the one who's got to watch out for.
Body shots, heavy from on top. You can hear the thump of those hitting the ribs.
That was a great way for Eberhard to end the round.
So you gotta wonder about that mouthpiece. Is it just that it's ill-fitting, or is Eberhard having trouble breathing?
One more round.
I don't know.
Okay, 2 more minutes.
He seems to pop it out a lot. Cicada's corner takes a little bit longer to get in there, which could affect his recovery time.
You know, I can't tell, but it looks like Eberhard might have a top/bottom at the full bite mouth guard rather than just the top side.
Yeah, that could affect you a lot. It could affect your breathing, and
no more
that
wild
mouth guard
swings.
is
Don't give him
big.
any fucking opportunity.
We can't see it clearly from here, but it looks like it might be the double bite.
It'll be there.
I don't know what the proper term is. I'm gonna say
I
double
have
bite.
no idea either.
Again, listen to him. No
It's a
wild
townhouse
shots.
mouth guard.
Kurt, don't reach back. Everything is going to be on the biceps. Short, on the biceps.
You know, very interesting. Eberhard seemed to have the striking advantage and then put it on the mat fairly quickly, where Andrew Secaida was threatening from the bottom.
He was. Again, it's not always a bad place to be on the ground as long as the fighter is well-rounded and knows how to utilize being on the bottom.
He's looking.
A lot of MMA fighters are training for the bottom now, so it's very deceptive to think that the fighter who is on his back is losing the round. Sometimes it's definitely the case, but a lot of times it's not.
Here we enter the third and final round of this 145-pound fight between Kurt Eberhard in the blue corner and Andrew Secaida in the red.
Kurt keeps popping his mouth guard out.
Interesting note here. Notice that Secaida is not sweating that heavily,
No, he's not.
which makes me wonder if Secaida cut a lot of weight and was low on water weight coming into this fight.
That could definitely affect his performance and could cause him to gas out.
Very nice punch combination leading into the low kick from Secaida.
He really seems to want to keep Eberhard away from him with those long kicks, and he went in for that takedown.
Turn him, Kurt, just like we do.
He's got to watch out for that guillotine right there. If he can lock up his hands and jump guard,
Get your hips away. Okay, do something with it now.
Strong
Block
hips
that
from
arm.
Kurt Eberhard.
Block that arm, Kurt.
and
Good. Go for it. Excellent.
Easily circles to the back.
I can't see it from where, is he able to control his wrist? I can't see it from where I am. He does have control of Cicada's wrist, which is a really bad place for Secaida to be. All of his weight's on top of him, and he only has one arm.
Put your hips on top of him. Put your weight on top of him.
Secaida trying to roll, get that knee through, maybe replace guard.
Control now.
Eberhard's going to need to start using those hips again to keep him in. But you see that Secaida learned this time, and now he has his butterfly in, which is going to help him get Eberhard off the top of him if he utilizes it.
More heavy ground and pound from the Saekson Muay Thai trained fighter.
Let's go, Kurt.
Kurt seems to be really comfortable in this ground and pound spot. And full guard from Secaida. Let's see what he can do with it.
Inside with the left. Get that left inside. Inside control left hand. Left hand inside control.
30 seconds remain in this final round.
Cicada's got to do something to get out from this position. I don't know if pulling full guard is the smartest thing to do
Big
here.
shot. Big shots now, Kurt.
That guard high up though,
He's
Secaida
going for
possibly
that
looking for a triangle.
Yeah, he's going for the triangle. Not sure if he's going to be able to lock it in without pulling his head, without pulling Eberhard's head down.
Rain it down, Kurt. Shine, baby.
Very
shine.
heavy punches from Kurt on the top.
Shine, baby. Shine. All day.
And there were those hips that I wanted to see from Kurt earlier in the fight.
And that is it, folks. 3 2-minute rounds in featherweight action. A good show of sportsmanship as Kurt Eberhard helped Secaida to his feet.
We always like to see that.
Well, we talked about the powerful legs and hips and that good balance in the grappling from Kurt Eberhard, and that did show through
I
tonight.
think that showed a lot, and I think that was his biggest strength that we saw. He was really working his clinch game, and when he got him on the ground, he was using those hips, and his ground and pound was definitely the star of his show tonight.
sorry, man, but you got me right on the fight, man. I wasn't touching the key. The first time I grabbed
Our
it,
referee
and then
now
one moving
collecting
like-
the decisions from our judges. Andrew Secaida, very, very tough. But it
And-
seemed like he was finding himself in consistently the exact same position of Kurt Eberhard.
Absolutely. You know, if you are going to stay on the ground, it's not always your choice, but if you find yourself on your back, you need to know how to use those butterflies. You need to know how to sweep. You need to know how to get those guys off of you, because if you stay there on the ground, I mean, getting ground and pounded is got to be the worst place to be.
Where might one learn some of those skills, Donna?
One might learn some of them at a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. I personally prefer 10th Planet, but everybody is welcome to train where they want to train. But 10th Planet is known for working off of our back. Rubber guard, butterfly sweep.
Rubber guard,
Lockdown.
butterfly sleeps, lockdown, no-gi jiu-jitsu.
I'm not biased at all.
Not in the least.
No, what are you talking about?
Kurt Eberhard, despite training with Saekson Muay Thai, chose to show his grappling acumen tonight.
He did a great job. He's wearing a great t-shirt. And you know what? Andrew Secaida's mouth guard stayed in, looks good, got the fangs. I'm enjoying it.
So here's the question. Where do you go from this point if you're Andrew Secaida? Because we've seen in his past of those losses, many of those losses being submission losses, many of those losses coming from being put on his back.
Yeah.
As if you're the coach of Andrew Secaida, what direction are you pushing him in right now?
I'm putting him flat on his back and doing what we call a shark tank, which is you stay on the mats and you have a fresh training partner come in every round, every submission. You get submitted, you still get a new training partner. You submit them, you still get a new training partner. I would shark tank him until he's like a wrestler. You can't keep him on his back, or he is finishing everybody that gets near him while he's on his back.
Still waiting on those judge decisions to see who will pull this out. Will it be Kurt the Hurt Eberhard or Andrew Secaida? Looks like we have the final word. To make it official, let's go inside the cage with Salvador Ariana.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scorecards are in. First judge scores the fight 30-27. Second judge scores the fight 30-27. Third and final judge scores the fight 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision out of the blue corner, Kurt the Hurt Eberhard.
Yeah!
All right, I'm here with the winner, Kurt Eberhard. Kurt, you came in, you landed some vicious ground and pound. Was that the strategy coming in here today?
Actually, no. I plan on standing up with him, and he's a tough opponent, man.
You guys traded shots back and forth. How badly were you hurt during those moments?
He got me a couple good ones, but kept moving. I wasn't hurt.
You guys had an exhausting fight. How tired were you going into that third and final round?
It was good, man. We trained hard at Saekson Muay Thai. I'm ready for war every time. Expect war, baby.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Anybody in the audience you'd like to thank Kurt?
I want to thank my mom, my family for showing up. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Awesome, fantastic performance. Give it up for Kurt Eberhard.
Your winner by unanimous decision, Kurt the Hurt Eberhard.